This is Emitt Rhodes' 1970 debut album, and today I'm going to be trying to recreate one of his songs using a 4-track cassette recorder. Rhodes has been called the one-man Beatles for his syrupy McCartney-esque vocals and his talent for writing catchy pop tunes that might sound at home on Rubber Soul or Revolver. Not to mention the fact that he played and recorded all the instruments by himself to a 4-track tape machine in his parents' garage, unintentionally becoming a pioneer of home recording. I'm going to retrace his footsteps and record a version of Somebody Made for Me. Here's the plan. I'm going to start with Emitt's original recording on track 4 as my reference track. Then I'm going to lay down the piano on track 2, followed by drums on track 3. Then I'm going to ping pong the piano to track 1 while playing the electric guitar. They all end up here on track 1. And then I'm going to do the same for drums and percussion. They're going to ping pong right on over to track 2. Then I'm going to record over Emitt's track with the bass, then ping pong the harmonium and the bass onto track 3, and the electric fuzz guitar is going to get a track all on its own on track 4. Then I'm taking the 4 individual tracks and putting them into Logic to make a stereo track of the rhythm section. Now I've taken it out of Logic and put a mono track of all that rhythm recording onto track 4 as my new reference track. I have these 3 tracks available for the vocals, so I'm going to do the lead vocal on track 2, then double track the vocal onto track 1. I'm going to put the high harmony on track 2, and then the low harmony on track 3. Then I'm going to put them back into Logic and sync them with the rhythm track. Emitt said when recording this album that he would always start with the metronome, which we have on track 4, and if it was a piano song, he'd start with piano, and if it was a guitar song, he'd start with guitar. This one is a piano song, so we're going to start with the piano. Now I am doing the drums on track 3. I have a kick mic, an under the snare mic, and overhead, emulating Emitt's 3-mic jazz setup, and I'm going to play along to the piano. Playing the electric guitar with the piano because Emitt would combine low frequency sounds with high frequency sounds so that when he was mixing it, he could fudge a little bit and either bring up guitar or bring up the piano by adjusting the low frequency or high frequency. So, piano on 2 and guitar being played, and it's all ping-ponging to track 1. Time for some percussion, maracas and tambourine, and I'm going to play that along with the drums. So again, I have that high frequency and low frequency sound on one track, and I can get a little bit of wiggle room in the mix. And now it's time to record some bass guitar, which is going to go direct onto track 4, which is supposedly how Emitt recorded his bass. So we're going to give it a shot. Next up, I'm going to be playing the harmonium part on this keyboard. So I have the bass playing on track 4, and I'm going to ping pong it onto track 3 while playing the harmonium. The harmonium is kind of a cross between an accordion and an organ. It has foot pedals that pump air into the bellows that make the reeds sound. This part actually doubles what the first guitar part is doing. It's very subtle in the mix, but it's used to great effect. Good job, Emitt. Next up is the fuzz guitar that gets its own track on track 4. At this point in the process, Emitt would have transferred the 4 instrumental tracks to an 8-track tape machine, so then he would have 4 more tracks available to do the vocals. In my case, I'm going to mix down these 4 tracks to a stereo track into Logic, and once I have it in Logic, I'm going to put a mono track as my reference here, and then have 3 available tracks to do the vocals. We'll see how that goes. I have put the rhythm track onto a new section of the tape onto track 4 as my new reference, and I'm going to sing the lead vocal part onto track 2. Somewhere, someone special just... And now I'm going to double track the lead vocals, so I'm going to be playing what I just did off of track 2. That's going to be ping-ponging to track 1 while I'm singing the double track vocal. Along with it, it all ends up on track 1 glued together. What could go wrong? Somewhere, someone's... Next up, we've got the high harmony vocal going on to track 3. Somewhere, someone. And now, the lower vocal harmony on track 2. Somewhere, someone. Okay, at this point I have the vocals, I think as good as I'm gonna get them. It really makes you appreciate how good of a singer Emitt Rhodes was, how in tune he was, and how soulful he was, which I am not. But, at any rate, I have the vocals, lead vocals here, harmonies here, and I'm going to hit record into Logic, like so, and then I'm going to sync them up with the rhythm track.
Somewhere, someone special just for me. Somewhere, someone special must be. Somewhere, someone special just for me. Somewhere, someone special must be. Somebody made for me. Somebody made for you. Somebody made for me. Somebody made for you. Ask and you see. God in heaven, won't you help me please? Somewhere, someone special just for you. Somewhere, someone special, it's true. Somewhere, someone special just for you. Somewhere, someone special, it's true. Somebody made for you. Somebody made for me. Somebody made for you. Somebody made for me. Ask and you see. The God in heaven, won't you help me please? I've been searching all my life. Yes, I've looked most everywhere. Many girls have caught my eye, but that special one's not there. Somewhere, someone special just for me. Somewhere, someone special must be. Somewhere, someone special just for you.